I wanted to make this video, so I'm making it. Uh, we're... I'm not even going to explain the rules anymore, which is basically that squadron vehicles do not count. And I just explained it. Fuck. Oh well. Let's start immediately. T-26. Since when can this thing carry so many rounds? That's my first question. Alright? And for the rest, this is just a T-26, alright? I mean, it's cool, right? It's a cool thing. I mean, it can kill. Fast reload. Decent speed, I guess. No stabilizer. It's good. But I mean, your armor is non-existent, you know? Anything will kill you. I wanted to... Bam. What the... Hello? Okay. Alright, then we have the BM-8-24. Now you might be thinking, Mr. Shellshock, this thing is filled to the teeth with rockets. How can this not be good? I'll just show you. Open top vehicles, no problem. That took long. I wonder how it will be for this one. Now I'm just gonna fire these rockets and enjoy the sound, especially that. That took a lot of rockets. Now you might be thinking, okay, so, listen, the explosive power is very little. Listen, at all times, avoid buying this, alright? Just get the normal Katyusha. Don't get this thing. These M8 rockets, just 600 grams. I bet that the Yak-10 has more explosive power. I was right. So, moral of the story, don't buy this. Now we have one of my favorite ones. This is the T-35. And it's a little bit of everything, basically. You get to hold a lot of fucking rounds. But the main one you're going to be using is, of course, APHE. But you also get this gun, which actually quite sucks. Total cheeks. Also, you also have this, which don't use it at all times. Avoid using it. Because you will hate it. I will make a challenge where I use that round. You get multiple turrets, making this thing a sort of battleship. So that if you manage to get all your turrets on target, which you won't, you'll kill anything. And fire. It is strong, alright, I like this thing. It has multiple turrets. And it's Soviet. Yeah, this thing has multiple turrets on, and I love it. This is something that you will have a lot of fun with. So if you want to have fun, buy it. Go for it. Like, just look at this thing. You get multiple rounds that do lots of damage. And next one. Everyone always complains about the SU-57 should come into War Thunder for accurate Cobras, but we already have the SU-57. It's right here. Okay, I'm sorry. This is just a M3 GMC with a different gun. That is everything. You still get good APHE. This thing is pretty cool, actually. I mean, it's a truck. Penetration is good. No machine gun. And yeah, as you can see, there's this one little hole you basically have to stay at for your gun depression, which, in hindsight, actually really sucks. So yeah, go to like a bit of a hill. Next one, we have a captured vehicle, the T3, which is just a Panzer III. Yeah, who would have guessed? Now, with all honesty, I love the Panzer III. It's very easy to use, has good APHE, and it's cool to see this as a captured vehicle. Fast reload. Is that a... What's that sound? Hold on. I love that sound. Of course, the penetration isn't too good. Well, it's pretty good against angled armor. And overall, it fits pretty well into the 2.3 lineup together with this thing. So if you combine these two, it can actually be pretty fun. And just to put the cherry on top, T80, or of course, I cannot pronounce it. The ZIS 30. I like the ZIS 30. Now we have an SPAA that's not an SPAA. It's not. Alright, it's not. You cannot tell me otherwise. You get a 37mm gun with APHE that actually slaps like a truck. Now, of course, you can use it as an SPAA, but I'll just show you real quick. I just took one. I'm a bit autistic. No, I'm not. I'm not autistic. But I really hate it, and I don't have enough. Bam, now it's good. Now I'll just show you why this thing actually sucks. That isn't really a fast turret rotation for an SPAA. Though, of course, you do get this gun, which goes. Reload is okay. The ammo is red. How the fuck? Yeah, the turret rotation kind of sucks. Which, yeah, is the reason why you shouldn't use this as an SPAA in the first place. Yeah, this thing is okay if you use it as a normal tank. Sucks if you use it as an SBA. I reckon you can have some fun with this. Buy these three. I mean, they're not too much, so let's say you buy like a high premium, like the T80, which, if you don't know, you also get this many golden eagles. Which, if you want to have a bit of low tier fun, put these three in your lineup and you'll have fun. Now we have the SMK, which is kind of like this one, but also not. Oh wait, I forgot one. This is a sort of prototype T-34-ish. I don't know. It sucks, in my opinion. You get an okay gun, turret rotation sucks to the cheeks. Reload is good. I missed. I just don't see a reason to buy this, alright? I just don't. It's just not that good, alright? If the turret rotation was awesome, this thing would be S tier, but it's not. It sucks. Now we go on to the SMK. As I've already said, it's like this one, but not. It gets pretty good armor, actually. And it also gets a, holy shit, a L11 cannon, which is okay, I guess. And also a 45, which, 2 turrets. That sounds pretty good. And it is pretty good. You also get this machine gun on the back that actually works. Yeah, it actually works. Now let's fire. That's one. This thing is really cool. You get a lot of rounds, so do what you want to with this thing, I guess. If you don't, if you get Gaijin with the first shot, just fire another one. It's a good one. Good to have some fun. Now we have the T-34-57, 1943. I don't know what's special about this one. It's basically like the same one found in the tech tree. And it can actually kill Panthers, if I'm able to. How many? 600, so that's... let me take a look. I missed. Right there. Higher. I'm trying to kill him via the third cheek. There we go. It can do some damage. You do get a bad turret ring, which kind of sucks. And bam, we're knocked out. It's a good tank, but just get the one in the tech tree and, have fun with that. It's the same BR. Not really like you get some better armor. I mean, some better turret armor, but that's it. It's not worth it, alright? It's just not. Now we have the Barn. The SU-100. They said, Dimitri, I have idea. That is now Vladimir. What if we take like KV2, right? But we put like 130mm cannon. You're a genius. And that's how this thing was born. It's an HE slinger with... I'm sorry, what? The living fuck? So this is a semi-armor-piercing capped ballistic capped shell. And this is 200 millimeters of penetration. What in the living fuck? Can this penetrate a Panther from the front? If it does, I will scream. That is 600 meters. So it's right there. Bam. Buy this. Buy it. This thing is an HE slinger, and it just killed a Panther with ease from the front, which is a hard task. Now, this instantly made me like this thing, and at a measle 5.0, you'll kill anything, though your armor is disappointing. But, you know, it's about who shoots first, you know? Whoever shoots first wins. Let's pray it's you. Then we have another captured vehicle. Well, I won't say captured really, but still. The M4A276. This is the same found in the American tech tree, but just Soviet. Yeah, that's about it. It's good, of course. You get a 50 cal. You just keep shooting, you know. It fits into the already good 5.3 Russian lineup. So if you really want another good tank for the already good 5.3 lineup of Russia, go for it. Now we have another one. Holy shit. Okay, so Dimitri, you remember how we made Su-100, but we did not use KV-2 hull. Duh? Indeed. What have you done this time, Vladimir? I swear if you've done something stupid, I will kill you. Okay, so I took KV-2 chassis, I took the turret, slapped a ZIS-6 cannon. How many millimeters? 107. You're a genius, Vladimir. You're a fucking genius. And that's how this thing was born. It gets APHE, which you would think would kill a Panther from the front. And it most likely will. But it doesn't hit as hard as the Su-100. So 600 meters, if I'm right. Right there. Bam. A nightmare. Buy the Su-100. The Su-100 is much better. I see this thing being used a lot more by like higher levels. But I mean, the armor is better, but it will still not save you from like tigers and panthers. So just use this thing instead. Now we have the KV-122. They took a KV something, I don't know which KV. I mean, it looks more like an IS in my opinion, but you know, that's besides the point. They took a KV, they probably took just a KV-1S and slapped a 122mm cannon on it. And hot diggity dog, this thing performs well. Also being able to kill a Panther from the front, as I will hereby demonstrate. And you also having armor instead of dying. Now the reload is quite long, which kind of sucks. Now before I continue, I'm also going to tell you to like and subscribe, but the main point I want to tell at the moment is that I've already posted another video about my headphones, and I wanted to ask if you can please click on that video and help me if you know how. Thank you. So, continuing, the SU-122P, they took the SU-25 and just slapped a bigger cannon on it. I think that's just the normal Soviet-like ideology. Oh, it's getting outfitted. Slap bigger cannon on it. It will work. Now this is the first actual full APHE. I don't know what I mean by that. Bam! And he's gone. Long reload, no machine gun. But the cannon is sexy as fuck. You are super duper fuck, double triple fuck. Now, this thing is indeed pretty good. Performs well in angled armor, and performs incredibly well over distance. It can kill a Tiger II in the turret cheek, basically making this very good. Now, of course, it is at a 6.0, so you most likely won't be facing Tiger IIs, but even when you do, you can kill them. And your armor is a bit lacking, but it's angled, so I guess you'll survive a bit more than in this thing. Let's move on to the T-44-122. They took this one, grabbed the cannon, and ran over to this thing and just slapped it on as always. Same reload speed, just a different hull. It makes me remember the T-44-100 in the tech tree. I'm not gonna go into this one too deeply. I mean, it's not that interesting, you know? It's just kind of there. You know, it's at 6.0. If you want to, go ahead, buy it. I mean, it's at 6.3, right? That's actually a good BR for this big of a cannon, but the reload speed is not so good. Next, we have the last one from rank 4, the T-44. What am I saying? T-44? No, this is the T-34-100. Once again, bigger cannon, and you're good to go. This thing can also kill a Tiger from the front. Now, I don't know what kind of cocaine these guys were sniffing when they came up with this, but I want a piece. The reload speed is actually okay, you know, for its BR. I'm gonna try to hit it all the way over here. 750. Alright, so it's 750, so that's gotta be about 800. Bam! Now, the tank does jump a little bit backwards when you shoot the cannon, because it's just such a strong cannon, though the armor is non-existent. I would recommend buying this, but don't because of this thing. This is the IS-6. It has everything. A good cannon, armor, and it's pretty sexy. You get this round, which slaps like a truck, though you will most of the time get up-tiered to 8.0, where this thing doesn't perform well. Now, it should be about 750. So, here goes nothing. A little bit to the left. Now this thing has great armor, great everything. Don't angle, because of those little sight spots. But don't rush anyone. Lay back, relax, and enjoy your big cannon. Buy this thing if you want to have fun. It is good, it has good armor, it's angled. It's just good, alright? I'm not biased or anything, it's just good. Now we have the Object 120. My friend actually owns this, and at 8.0 it gets Heat FS and Armor Piercing Fin Stabilized Discarding Sabo. Now it is spelled wrong here, as you can see. APDSFS, Armor Piercing Discarding Sabo Fin Stabilized, but it's supposed to be Armor Piercing Fin Stabilized Discarding Sabo. If you're still following me, congratulations. You get Night Vision, which is good. Now, this thing is very good for 8.0. The reload is long, but, you know, it don't matter. Turret rotation, good enough. No rangefinder, sadly. The reload is pretty good, I guess. For such a large cannon, of course. No machine gun, of course. I just hit his ammo, and he walked it off. Also, I got a comment on a video. He told me that it was a video where I showed one of my teammates getting an ace. Also, this thing is good. But I showed a video of him getting an ace, and a guy commented, and he was apparently the soloist that you can see in the video, which is pretty funny in my opinion, because, you know, you don't see that often. But yeah, back to the actual video. This thing is good, and I would recommend buying it if you want to. If you want to, no, you're buying this. Your armor, I would trust myself. I would trust a angled piece of paper more than this thing, but, you know, that's about it. Next, we have one of my favorite Russian premiums, actually. The TO-55. This is basically a T-55, but with a big-ass flamethrower, which I will show. The main thing you're going to be using is APDS. The reload kind of sucks in my opinion. Like, just look at this reload. That took longer than I wanted. Now, here's the flamethrower. This works good against light vehicles. This thing is cool as fuck. Oh wow, it's burning.
Подкалиберным готово.
Now this thing is really cool, though it kind of sucks due to the fact that, you know, it only works against like open top vehicles and not really against, you know, closed vehicles, which you see at 8.0. It just doesn't work. Now we get the T55 AM1, which I believe, if I am right, yep, it gets a laser rangefinder. Yay! Now, this is an ATGM, which I will be using. Now, you do get APDS, but, you know, I'm more of a guy that likes penetration. And this is probably the best you can get. I bet this could pen an Abrams. I mean, it's self-guided, so...
Цель подбита.
Excusez-moi?
Вижу повреждения.
I changed my mind. The reload is good, though. There you go. It can kill an Abrams.
Готово. Цель подбита.
Gun depression is pretty Russian.
Вижу повреждения.
If I hit a guy in the ammo, does it explode? It should, but it doesn't. I should have hit the ammo. I missed.
Готово. Цель уничтожена.
Yay, I got his ammo. Now this thing is actually pretty good. This thing is pretty good. I would recommend buying this actually, due to the fact that you get such good penetration. Now, this is the best premium. This thing gets an autoloader with more than 100 rounds, and it gets APDS with more than 200 millimeters of penetration. Just look at this.
Экипаж в бой. Механик водитель к бою готов. Товарищ к бою готов. Цель уничтожена. 400 метров.
No problem. Okay, maybe not that one. Yeah, this thing is good. This thing can even take out aircraft. If I can just find one. If I were to be able...
1800 метров. Самолет! 11 часов.
Bam. For that, I would use the proximity round, of course. But yeah, this thing is hella good. The reload is insane, and the autoloader is also insane. Buy this. Everyone is gonna hate you, but, you know, who will stop you? Like, who? Who will? Now we have the T-72 AV. Is that Syria or whatever? I don't know the flags, alright? It gets APDS, you know. It's just another T-72, you know.
Экипаж к бою! Механик-водитель к бою готов. Наводчик к бою готов. Цель
Bam.
уничтожена. Леопард, 2 часа. Дистанция 500 метров. Вижу повреждения. Выстрел. Попадание. Цель уничтожена.
And now we...
Абрамс, 2 часа. Дистанция 800 метров.
kill the Abrams.
Вижу повреждения.
Good enough. Now, we have arrived to the top tier, guys. The T-80 UD. You also get an ATGM. But don't use that, just use the APDS. You know, it's another T-80, you know?
Экипаж к бою.
Nothing special.
Механик-водитель к бою готов. Наводчик к бою готов. Абрамс, 2 часа. Дистанция 800 метров. Огонь! Цель уничтожена.
It's just another T-80. But now we get to the pure top tier. Here we go. The T-80U E1. This thing actually gets this thing, which actually it has a tandem charge, basically rendering any type of era armor useless. Now you can only take 28 of those, which I don't really understand, but sure. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Водитель к бою готов. Наводчик к бою готов.
Velocity is good.
Абрамс, 2 часа. Дистанция 800 метров. Попадание. Вижу повреждения.
Now let's also kill this thing.
Цель
I mean, it's an ACGM. It is just the best you can expect. I would recommend buying this one for grinding. And yeah, that's it. Just buy it for grinding. Nothing else. You can also buy this one, but, you know, just get this one instead. Now, I'm gonna make a quick top 3 of most fun ones. And a top 3 for grinding. Now, for grinding, we have the IS-6. It's awesome. Nothing more than that. The Object 120, also great for grinding. But of course, we all know this one is the best. The T-80U E1. Just kidding. It's actually this one. This one is the best for grinding. It is still at rank. It is still at rank 7. And, you know, it's at 10.0. You'll kill most things with this thing. Buy this if you want to grind. Now a top 3 of the most fun ones. Number 3, FD T-34-100. Pretty fun. Nothing much. The SU-100 at number 2. Big cannon. And last one. Which one could be the most fun? It shall be the T-35. I don't know what to say about this thing. It just gets such good cannons, alright? I mean, you get awesome cannons, and you're able to kill everything at 1.0 and 2.0. So buy this if you want to have fun. But that's not allowed in War Thunder. No, it's not. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out my channel. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe if you made it this far. I have multiple other videos dedicated to the German and US premiums. Once I'm done with all the countries, I will go back to America and visit these premiums, the aircraft, and I will do that for every country until I'm finally done. Now, with that being said, as always said in the Truman Show, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Well, not really good night, because if you're watching this while you're supposed to be asleep, go to sleep. But like and subscribe first, please. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, or night, whatever. And once again, goodbye.